It was in my English 9 class, and it was at the first half of the year, and we were reading a book called Frankenstein. And of course, everyone knows the story about Frankenstein, about how it was this monster created, not really monster, but he took the dead parts of human beings and then they put electricity inside of it. But we were reading the book, and at the end of the time that we read the book, we had a final project, and this final project was a creative thing where you're supposed to show how you understand the meaning behind the book, and not just the surface level average of the events of what happened, but more than that, and you can get creative with the project. Some people did puppet shows, some people wrote their own songs too, and then others did essays writing about it and whatnot.
So you chose to do like a classical orchestra piece, but you did it, I assume you did it in GarageBand.
Yeah, so I did it in GarageBand, and my idea was, if I took this book and I turned it into a play or a musical, what would be the live orchestra? What would the live orchestra be playing? What are the themes they play? And a lot of inspiration from that comes from, I don't know, I watched a lot of musicals, so I've seen Phantom of the Opera, all the big ones. And one main theme that I consistently saw throughout all these musicals was each character has their own theme. So, especially this is true for Star Wars, right? When the bad guys come in, when the Empire comes in, they'll play the Imperial March, or when the rebels come in, they'll play like Yoda's theme or whatnot. So I really wanted to take the idea of each character having their own melody, theme, harmony, and putting that into a piece, which I could call a Frankenstein Medley.
Yeah, it was really very cool. It's almost 6 minutes of music. How did you organize the piece? Did you write it just through composed? Okay, I see it. Or did you bring those characters in kind of systematically, thoughtfully? Do we hear this theme at the very beginning? Do we hear the other theme next? And what's the order of it, and what's the logic behind it?
Mm-hmm. So I'd say for the scientist who created Frankenstein, actually the scientist's name is Dr. Frankenstein. The monster he created doesn't actually have a name, it's just the monster. But Dr. Frankenstein, for his melody, he's a very conflicted person, a little bit arrogant. So for his theme, it's more of just the main theme of the song, the one you hear at the very start. And then you'll hear, of course, the monster's theme, which is a very dark theme. And throughout the story, you can when you imagine the book, you can imagine him walking around slowly and being treacherous to everyone. So I thought it'd be like a good idea to do like a dark minor key waltz, which really reflects how his life is so sad, and he's just he walks everywhere in a very sad way because everyone thinks he's very ugly, and they think that they always reject him because of that. So he can't have any social interactions with anyone, which is why his life is so sad. Mm-hmm. And then there are other themes where when the Dr. Frankenstein sees his love interest, I have a theme for that, and then of course when they get married, I just put a little bit of the wedding theme, and then interrupted by the monster who comes in right then and there. So yeah.